Hey guys, welcome back to another FNAF mod roleplay. Before this video begins, my throat is sore, so if there's pauses, that is me taking a drink of water or something else, like Gatorade or something. Or Kool-Aid. So yeah. You're not. But yeah, I'm still making a video even though that I have a sore throat and currently hurts to talk. And seeing how this video requires me to go from different voices, without further ado, let's hop into this. Fun. So. Are we just going to ignore what happened yesterday? And it went on for 2 months straight, so I doubt normality is a thing that is really possible to some extent. You had the worst of me, Chica. Fox, you were just completely out of it, along with that parrot thing he has. We were out of it. We had no idea what was going on. Gil, on the other hand, was captured, so fair trade. You know, Bonnie, you impressed me with your immense stupidity. Chica, how about you? I do admit we should probably talk about it, but they did seem genuinely remorseful. Plus, I think some people should be left to their own devices for a minute. Especially relationships with those who have betrayed them. Y'all, you just expect me to get over you enslaving my friend and forcing us to be locked up in there for several months? I wasn't even a part of it in the beginning. I went along with it and I should have stopped, but by the time I realized what I was doing was wrong, it was far too late. And do you think that justifies you for keeping us locked up? You could have set us free at least 3 times over. But no, you just left us. You just left us in there to rot. What if we died? What would you have done then? You would have been depressed after the fact. You're lucky you were even saved from your fate. Who knows where those split personalities of yours are? They could be off in the heavens. For all we know, they could have just been transferred to a different body. Or multiple of them in one body. Here, I seen some footage outside of Freddy. You were the meanest out of all of them. I do agree, but the fact we went along with it with zero pushback is what really made me angry. I'm sorry, it's just, no, there is no sorries. There has to be consequences for locking us up for several months. Hell, we weren't even the one in charge of breaking down the wall. We couldn't get out. We tried after a month. Freddy was the only one that pulled the wall out. If it wasn't for him, we would have been stuck back there permanently. Hell, you guys just slammed against it instead of pulling it. We, from our side, couldn't. The way it was set up. Which means you guys were willingly idiots about it. I don't know how fame went to your head that fast. Hell, it takes some people in Hollywood weeks. It took you days. Quite literally, 1 week afterwards. Oh, I am big shot now. That's just not 3 people who have been apart. You guys never even came on a story about our disappearance. You just said, oh, the toys aren't here right now. When they asked about us, you were like, oh, they're just taking a short break. They'll be back in the day now. You guys lied to them for months, and now we're telling them another story. Here, the only reason we have a half-assed decent story is because Toy Freddy was trying to make a story where we all died in a PG-13 way, that way the kids wouldn't leave. Even then, we explained that we got lost with you guys, and those were the evil clones that were trying to take everything over. We had to lie, but tell the truth to some extent, in hopes to not lose everything. And what hurts the most has to be the absolute fact that I saved you from getting moved to side attraction status. And what did you do to me? You just left me locked up in there for months. I saved you from becoming useless. Basically. How do you repay that? Not even in the slightest. And I've reviewed the footage. You barely ever spoke out. It was because you're becoming a fan favorite. Here, from that I've heard, we were about to be all killed so you could get your own attraction like I did. The amount of things that I heard is not good. So far all I've heard is you wanted to become me instead of being with me. But I understand that you're like, well, I'm sorry, but to a point I couldn't help. But when I seen the 3 times you could have helped, one literally was there. All you had to do was do one thing, and none of this would have happened. You chose not to, and leave me alone to think. This is gonna take a minute for me to get used to. You know what? No, I'm not even staying in there. I'm not staying in that damn box for a couple days. I'm gonna be chilling on the stage for a couple days. I really do not want to go back in there. That was a lot. Poor man. How can you say poor? We were all through the same thing, other than he suddenly enough had a way out. I had no way out. I got lucky. I'm very done right now. I'm going to take a nap and wait until everything blows over. Hey, hey, out of curiosity, you know the whole, problem thing that we, and you know, me being a little, with me, having a few things wrong, because a part of me, got drained by that stupid creator. Let's say hypothetically. Anyways, let's say hypothetically that I am still not even at 100% charged, despite the fact it's been 5 months, and you said it would have been 1 month. Hypothetically, let's say that happened. What would be the case wrong? Huh. That means he hasn't found another source. Whatever happened to you, you seem to be much. You were at 0. The fact you even were regenerating basically a part of your soul missing. That means the creator has part of your memories. There's only one way to get that back. And since we can't directly engage him without causing not only a war, but a desperate war on their side, they would drain all their resources. And keep in mind, they have an infinite source of shadow energy in the hub. It doesn't harness shadow energy, but it can power things up with whatever energy they are with. So they would have essentially an unlimited form of energy. Shadow and gold. They could just wash, rinse, repeat from some random Freddy for some random dimension over and over and gain infinite amounts of energy. We don't want to strike them when they're unprepared. They'll get hasty. Risk things. And if they risk what I just said, which I have seen happen before, I'd rather not risk that. They know how that works. So they would, say, you know what? Resurrecting the ultimate Fredbear can wait another day. Finishing a war before it gets too bad is much better. So I say to you, why would you willingly want me to go and get your memories back? But me and Boss Man here talked for a minute and there's no missing memories. So what else could have happened? No missing memories? And you guys were just talking? I talked about every major event, every minor event, and any event that didn't go into it either. Normal days, too. Here and there. Either he is missing specific dates from his memory, of which are so insignificant, and makes normal chill days look like wonderful memories that are a treasure trove of information. So is there anything else that would possibly determine what they took to keep his soul like that? We're just playing with the rules that you presented. Yeah, we don't even know if you're correct about that. Me and Bass are a little unsure. To that, I can assure you, I am correct. But if they didn't take memories, it could just be that they took more of you than you had. So now you're missing just a chunk of you. Owned only to them. For all we know, that could be your toe. Or an elbow. It could even be one of your vital organs. But I wouldn't bet on either of that. I would bet that they just took memories that Fredbear didn't share with you. Taking away your individual personality to some extent. And leaving you with basically how you acted around Fredbear. Retaining most of your personality while missing just a fragment. Perhaps, but I wouldn't doubt it. Are we just going to forget what they did? It's been a week. Mr. Hugs and Toy Freddy still aren't back to their usual state. I find it much better if we leave them to their own devices. Hell, Bonnie and Toy Chica are disgusted at what they became. And they're still arguing over which one could have stopped it sooner. The only reason we couldn't get involved is because Freddy himself gave the order to let them in charge. And he never gave an order that at least we could hear of him saying, dethrone them from power, so that would have been against Fazbear Rule 24 if Puppa was reading the right one. Come on, Mr. Hugs. You know it's just an accident, don't you? Come on, it's been a month. I think. I can't remember. I appear to have some memory problems. But still, please. Mr. Hugs, forgive me, please. So you're only going to forgive me a little bit? I promise I'll make it up to you. What do you mean I should make it up to them? I can't. I've done too much. I can only make it up at one person at a time. Plus I think they realize that honestly it was kind of their fault. All they had to do was shut us down and none of that would have happened. So many people are blaming themselves and blaming others. Outside of Freddy, nobody else really thinks that what if they just stopped us? Freddy's the only one to realize it was his fault. Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy haven't realized if they would have hopped in and stopped us, none of that would have happened. Sure, we would have still been a little bit of jerks, but at least we wouldn't have became that and we would have probably cleaned up our act sooner. It's been a week. I may not be the smartest, but I can easily see that it wasn't any of our faults. Freddy was tired and exhausted and didn't want to deal with much, and he saw that as a way to get a break. That break turned out to not be what he was expecting, and he actually got screwed over. We lost a part of ourselves because of that, and I'm afraid of what might happen to Mangle after this. This is a lot. One accident ruined everything. One simple accident ruined everything. Choices have consequences. Sadly enough, I didn't know all of them would hurt this much. We have been here so long that we missed an entire 5 months of somebody other than Freddy in charge. Because we were in here bickering and doing nothing. Well, I think if we would have done something, it would just made problems worse. The bear said something smart, but besides the point, I do agree, to some extent, we could have made things so much worse. So I say, we got too lucky this once. Hopefully you are right. That's today's video. So yeah, this video is just kind of basically an aftermath video. Like, this is what happened, this is how everything is affected. Next video will take place sometime after this, not direct, the day after, like how videos usually work in my channel, where everything happens the day after, unless if it's like, in the past, stuff like that, And I feel like I wanted to include like a time skip, because who would want like 5 parts of them slowly becoming more and more dumb, as well as trying to inject story into that. I mean, some people probably could, but I just simply can't. But yeah, anyways, like, subscribe, ring the bell button, that way you're always notified, and you can watch my videos without YouTube saying, you know what, I'm just not going to show you his videos because you're not, Anyways, like and comment down something below. Come on, help me in the algorithm. We're getting really close to 500, really close. We're already over halfway, and we're already almost at 300. That's above halfway to 500. I know we can do it, guys. Come on. But anyways, without further ado, until we meet again, see you in the next one. Bye!